All right. Today we're going to go ahead and talk about how do we get clarity. And this is one thing that we dive into deep inside Stronger Numbers. The five pillars that we have is the LGBTQA. And the L is the first thing that we want to start with of leaning into our power. What that means inside the program, as you are trying to understand who I am and how I coach inside my program, is that we need to get really clear on our journey. And when we have clarity, we're going to be showing up for ourselves unapologetically. We're going to be so convicted in it. We're going to be so damn confident because now we have things broken down where we're not feeling overwhelmed. We're not feeling like we don't know what to expect. That fear, that, oh my gosh, I don't know. The unknown, right? And so again, we just want to get really, really clear on what we need to focus on each week, each month. And this is what I love about my program is that we do it the LGBTQ way and we are following the pride method. In pride, we're following that P. We got to own our power. So leaning into our power on pride. And this is exactly why a lot of people struggle, is because we don't have clarity on our journey. We're trying to do so many things at one time, is that when we overload, we're actually just setting ourselves up to fail because we're not celebrating the wins along the way. We're not breaking it down. And when we have so many things weighing and looking at Google and whatnot and finding the material from all over the place, when we really need is just one place to be able to dial into and stay consistent. And this is what I love about it. Okay, we're going to get really clear right now. So what I want you to do is get a pen and paper because we're going to make sure that you are going to be leaving here today with something to be able to start walking with pride if you are not inside the program yet. Okay, so we want to get clear on our daily habits. Why do we have daily habits and why do we do them? Because it helps us for when things go crazy. It helps us for when things are just seeming really out of our control. And the things that we can control are our daily habits. And what we do inside the program is journaling, reading, and meditation. These are all three things that are going to help with personal growth. And I'll be really honest, I did not buy into any of this crap. I was not a person that was like, yeah, I'm going to sit and journal. Yeah, I'm going to sit and meditate. Yeah, I'm going to sit and read. I didn't do any of that. But I put myself in therapy and I started buying into how important it is to have structure, how important it is to have routine, because we can always fall back on those, right? And when I started to understand that I was such a negative person is that I really did need to start my day out with something positive. So I'm setting that intention through daily habits, and I do all of the ones I've just mentioned, but I want clients to determine which one did they really buy into, because some of them are not going to be for them. Maybe there was a trigger from being a kid or whatever it was, but I want one of them to be the thing that you really always go back to. And a lot of the times, most clients are leaning towards meditation because we're visualizing the person that we want to become. I'm closing my eyes and imagining myself to be this coach, be this person to walk with pride, be this person to coach you up to be able to start showing up for yourself, right? How I hold myself, how I'm walking, how I'm showing up to the gym. All of these things is exactly of me envisioning the person that I want to become. When we can visualize inside of our head, then we start to go take action. We start to go do the hard things. Okay. Again, how we talk, who we're putting ourselves around to start growing. We want to start showing up for ourselves in a way that's positive. And before, like I said, I was not a positive person. I always blamed the things around me instead of looking at the actual problem, which was me. I was the problem. If you know Taylor Swift, she got that lyric. But I was the issue. I did not want to take ownership. I did not want to sit there and be like, yeah, I actually need to do something about me. You are the only person that can change this outcome. And if we can get really clear on that, then we're going to start moving forward. If we can figure out and sit in the shitter, is what I like to call it, sit there and understand and reflect what has been holding me back. Why can't I break this? And it takes a lot of work. But if you're willing and ready to change, you're going to say, enough is enough. I need to break this and I want to start walking with pride. I want to start living the life that I know I can. I just needed this guidance. So determine your daily habit of what you're really going to buy into Clients typically will have 3 days out of the week that they're doing it. So pick 3 days. If three is too much, start with two and really buy into that. Like dial in. If it's journaling, I want you to find prompts online for you to be like, okay, this is what I'm writing about. And for me, when I'm journaling, I'm talking about my trauma as a kid. I'm talking about the experiences that I've had in education. I'm talking about the things that I had in my day, or I'm talking about the things that I want to do in business to start helping people become the best version of themselves. Because guess what? I have to continue to grow as a leader to be able to guide the ones around me, to guide you. When we look at the other ones, meditation and journaling, again, you got to decide which one works best for you. And this helps us to get really clear on our vision. And once we start to figure out daily habits, then we're going to then dial into the workout stuff. And so inside Stronger in Numbers, we determine what days am I going to the gym, what time, and what time of the day, or sorry, what time of the day, is it morning or is it evening? Everybody's going to be different. But knowing that when I put this on a calendar, but my clients have it in an app, they know that it's there Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, whatever it is that we pick, they know it's there and they know that they need to get it done. And if they don't, the non-negotiable is you move it to the next day and you make it happen. If we can put it in a clear plan of written down or in an app to start moving towards that, then we're going to start being consistent. And the name of the game, y'all, is consistency. If you are not consistent in showing up, you are not going to get the things that you want. Now, when we look at workout stuff, clients are all on different levels that I work with. And so if you are a person that has never lifted before, we got to build a solid foundation. And we're going to start with certain exercises that are assisted machines. And then we're going to move to cables. And then we're going to move to dumbbells. And then we want to move to a barbell. But everything is a progression. We don't just want to throw ourselves in certain exercises that don't make us feel confident. Because once we learn how to lean into our power, then we're gaining confidence. That's the next letter. Okay. And we're, again, doing this slowly over time to make it a lifestyle. If we do everything at once and we don't have clarity, we're going to fall off. And we don't want to do that anymore. That's why you're here ready to learn. Once we figure out our workout routine, we then are going to start focusing on the food. And this is all broken down inside the framework of what we do inside the program. We're going to get really clear on food. We are going to understand that food is fuel. And if we are not fueling our body for the results, then we're simply going to stay exactly where we're at. Either one of two things. You're not going to be losing weight because you're not ready to make the changes as tracking. And the other thing, you're not going to be gaining the muscle that you want because you're not being consistent. So tracking food on a weight loss journey or to be gaining muscle, whatever it is your goal is, you need to have clarity. Seeing visually gives us the data that we need to see, and I can look at a client's profile and be like, okay, so we do really well Monday through Wednesday, and then once Thursday hits, we fall off, and then it kind of trickles into the weekend. That right there, we need to have a conversation of why is this happening? Are we going out? What is happening on a Thursday or Wednesday going into Thursday? What is that? Okay, so that's where I help my clients of like, we got to break this. And the B is breaking barriers. Okay, everybody has different barriers, and I had barriers of the drinking. Drinking was my enemy, and I kept saying, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm fine. But really, when people were asking me, I needed to be like, no, I'm not fine. I'm sitting in my shit, and I don't know how to get out of it. Like, I don't know how to do it because I'm coping in this way, and I'm telling people I'm fine, but I'm really not. So how do we break those barriers? We gotta sit in it. We gotta get in our emotions. We gotta get clear of what's holding us back. And when we can figure that out, then we're gonna be able to move past it together inside the program, being able to start moving with momentum. And that's the goal, to get really clear on how to start moving into the pride, the confidence that people want. And I'm gonna tell you right now, my confidence did not just come overnight. I had to work at this. And as you sit here and listen, when you come inside the program and make that decision to take action, the I, you are going to start moving with purpose because you have the clarity. You doing this right now on your own will take you a lot longer, but me being next to you side by side and getting through this, we're going to be able to move at a quicker pace because you're not going to have to go figure it out from different locations. You come directly to me, you lean on the people in the community, and I love what our community has to offer. It's only going to get better. Knowing that there's other LGBTQ peeps, I'm so big on everyone is seen for exactly who they are. Every single letter matters because I have every single letter in the community currently, and everybody brings something different to the table and how we are empowering each other. And that is the letter in Pride, empower. We want to empower one another to keep showing up. When we're having a bad day, we want to empower that person, like, you got this. And again, we're getting clarity on our journey. And when we have that, guys, we are going to start walking with pride.